Welcome to another episode of Snap on Gram Society. It's so advanced Halloween to all. Pareho pa tayo naka-black. Hindi mo na ito pinag-usapan.
Wala kami pinag-usapan.
Pareho kami naka-black dahil nga advanced Happy Halloween to all. Because tonight's episode is a little different and a little darker.
Parang libag mo? Ay, inadmit mo may libag ka.
Ha? Libag?
Kasi we're diving into the eerie, the unexplained, and the stories that made us sleep with the lights on us kids. How are you not Filipino? Wala kayong nightlight?
Hindi sikat sa Pinoy yung nightlight. Hello.
Yung nightlight na nakakabit sa pader. Kasi,
hindi.
we? Kami lang yun. Oo nga pa.
Tayo lang yun mga social status coffee drinkers.
Yung mga nagsa-Starbucks. Kahit tiga 80 lang yun sa Divisoria. Anyway, this one's kasi is about Pinoy urban legends. Good evening po, Sir Neb. The tales we grew up hearing and still think about whenever we walk alone at night. I think we fear walking alone at night for different
May gano'n pa ba ngayon walking alone at night?
Ako nag-drive at night.
Hindi, pero alone?
Wala.
Di ba nga yung foreigner na nasa McKinley Hill, takanta siya at 5 a.m. para daw 6 p.m.
Oo.
Bakit daw ang daming tao? What's happening? Sabi ng Nata, wherever you are, we are there. Wherever you are, impossible.
Multoy namin kayo. They all stay with you. Okay, from Shadow Seeker 23. Back in the early 2000s. Yes. Napaka-creepy ng era na to. Our Lola used to warn us to never whistle at night, especially near the big mango tree in our backyard.
Okay.
She said it would call something from the shadows. And of course, as kids, we didn't take her seriously. One night, we just whistled. We whistled just to prove her wrong. Nothing happened at first. But the next day, our dog, who usually ran around the backyard freely, refused to go anywhere near that mango tree. He stood at the back door, growling softly, and from then on, I couldn't look at the tree the same way again.
Baka naman may isa lang aso o din doon na, di ba ibang aso nag-aaway?
Oo. Or sure ka, Halloween episode, pero pinagtatawa na natin.
Hindi yan just, being a realistic, scientific, exorcistic.
Eto, maging reasonable tayo na may superstition. Inihiyan mo ba yung mango tree? Di ka ba nagsabi ng tabi-tabi po? Pero seriously though, have you bothered to check yung history ng puno? Kasi the only reason we attach parang scary things to it. Well, on top of the supernatural, yung mga hindi natin ma-explain talaga. Yung
history ng puno?
Oo, kasi bali mo baka may
sa DNR?
Hindi, baliw. Hindi naman kumikilos yung government agency na yun. Hindi, yung sinasabi ko kasi baka may doon, or it might top of, let's see, a hospital, a former hospital. Malay mo, it might be a mass grave.
Natawala ko doon sa sinabi yan na baka dating hospital yun. Parang lahat na lang ng eskwelahan, whether public or private, dati siyang hospital na may namatay na madre. Ano ba yun?
Apaka-chamba naman eh. Parang masyado ng Di ko tinatawanan yung disaster behind it. Yung tinatawanan ko, nakakachamba kayo parati. Sure kayo na hindi kayo namimili ng intentional na may hospital doon.
Di ba kayo sa APEC? Ano ba yun?
Yung dating APEC. It's closed na pala. Yung dating APEC sa Taytay, just before Mariposa, after SM Taytay, specific yun, is located between Mount Zion and yung other
Holy Garden.
Tas yung may balita daw na yung lupa na tinatayuan ng building na yun ay haunted. Kasi apparently, ang kuno, whatever, kamo, all the words. Hospital. Yung
naman?
Oo. Tas yung nakakatawa dun, like there's, may mga, na-experience ko to with other people, mind you. May time na sinarado namin yung bitana lahat. Closed yung jalousie, closed yung gantong bintana, na may rubber stopper pala, by the way, para walang hangin.
Okay.
Walang aircon pa yung effect nun eh.
Okay.
Apparently nagka-aircon when I left. Anyway, walang hangin whatsoever. Biglang gumanon yung
bubukas yung jalousie.
Hindi. Di ba yung may mga drywall na kisame?
Okay.
Na parang pwede mong iunat.
Buksan. Okay, access hole yun sa kuryente.
Bumukas. 4, like isang row of ganun. bumukas ng biglaan ng walang whatsoever.
Baka naman may pressure kasi ng hangin. You
Hindi,
know,
pero-
an updraft.
Wala. Here's the thing, sarado nga yung jealousy, sarado yung bintana.
Di ba may mga singawan yung kisame sa, yung eaves ng roof sa labas?
Wala.
Dumaan dun.
Hindi, kasi we're not the last floor eh.
Oh, okay.
Hindi, we're the last floor, pero may parang roof deck area tayo.
Yeah.
So, walang singawan yun. Tapos, mind you, walang aircon pa nun. So, walang ventilation whatsoever. Oo nga, ganun kapuro yung Apex namin pala in hindsight.
Funded by Ayala Corporation.
Anyway, yun. Tapos ako, I've had instances na parang lights flickered. Yung, ang specific yung call center sa baba, may Santo Niño na malaki sa second floor. One time, parang tinitigan ako ng Santo Niño.
Pangalawang naman na yan sa Santo Niño.
Oo. Lumala yung mga supernatural activities after the holy water incident na sa school na yun.
So, it counterintuitive.
Nga eh. Lalong na buwisit yung mga
pag-holy
anomalya
water.
dun. Anyway.
Pero, wait lang. Pero, may mga ganyan nga. Kung probinsya to, which I think it would be. Kasi nga, may mga puno eh. Posibleng may something. Pero kung medyo city ang setting nito,
ang hirap paniwalaan sa totoo lang.
Kasi ang dami nangyayari sa city. Tayo, giba. Tayo, giba. Diba? Sari-saring multo na yun nandun. Wala na silang pakialam. Kung ano itayo dun sa loteng yun or whatever.
Tapos si Jimmy O yung ata nagsabi niya, apakalugi naman ng multo, i-hunting yung kondo. Ba't i-hunt yung kondo? Iaalis ka lang naman. Yung komedyante si Jimmy O. Lugi yung mga multo na yun kasi puro kondo. Ba't kayo hunt? Ang gagawin mo lang, ibalik yung security deposit. Balete Boy writes in, when I was in college, we had this janitor who was full of creepy stories.
Janitor.
Where was he full? The rear end? Sorry. But one stuck with me. He claimed that a girl on the 4th floor girls' bathroom heard crying in one of the cubicles at exactly, of course, witching hour, 3 a.m.
Sakto
We all laughed it off, of course, thinking it was one of the stories that was meant to scare freshmen. Really? Oo nga naman. But one night during org week, one of the members had to stay late to finish the decorations. She swore she heard soft sobbing in the bathroom, and she was alone. And after that, no one wanted to use that floor late at night. Apaka-common ito sa mga local colleges.
Yeah.
The
older the college, the creepier the story.
Alam ko may maganong kwento sa Siena eh.
Ayo.
Siena sa...
Ang dami.
Pero other times, it's just someone regretting a... Can we tell you, it's the most common one. Talagang babae, 3 a.m., tas female bathroom. What is it?
Tapos upper floor. Ayun yung sa ground floor.
Oo. Tapos witching hour talaga. Ayun yung sa ground floor. Ang convenient kaya manakot sa ground floor. Diretso takbo na yun. Wala nang hahabol ng multo kasi pag natisod yun, ground floor na yun eh. Pag natisod yun sa 3rd floor, nako baka mamatay yun. Kasunod na yung banyo na yun.
Pero doon sa San Beda nga may ganito din, sa Manila. Yung isang kong kaklase, may org work sila. Yung katapat na office ng org is yung 33, what is that room number? 33K? I forgot. Or 33.
Mga Bedans, please let him.
Please help me. Matagal na daw yung storya na meron doon nakaupong babae sa dulo ng classroom. Kasi ang unang sighting ng babaeng yun is nagtuturo daw yung science teacher. Tapos yung babaeng yun, nakaganon lang daw. Naka-steady lang siya. Tapos mahaba buhok niya. And sabi ng mga students, the girl looks very pale. Pero hindi naman nila naiisip na something weird siya. Ngayon, nung pinansin daw nung professor kung sino siya, hindi naman siya nasa class record. Ewan ko something nalingat yung teacher, parang chinek niya yata yung class record. Pagtingin niyang balik na ganun, wala na yung...
Oh, damn. Akala ko lumapit at tinitigan.
Nako po!
Mas malapit yun.
Nako po! Katakot yun. Pagkagano'n dito na.
Which is the common story for most people. Paglingon nila, oh my God, what are you doing here? Carrying on, Night Train Rider.
Okay.
Favorite ko to. Dapat single T. Favorite Guns N' Roses song ko to. Night Train Rider, sorry. A few years ago, I used to ride the MRT late at night after my shift in Ortigas. One evening, I got on one of the last northbound trains heading to North Avenue. The train was nearly empty, just me and a handful of sleepy passengers scattered across the cars. As we passed the Santolan and Annapolis, I suddenly felt the air turn cold, like a gust of wind passed through the closed train.
Hindi kaya walang aircon talaga yung MRT dyan.
Diba tumirik yung MRT mo? Total, nasa taas ka naman. Hindi siya underground. Hindi underground yung Annapolis.
Di ba pag bumubukas yung aircon na sirang MRT, yung
Hindi, joke lang.
Okay.
Baka valid naman. That's when I noticed a woman seated at the far end. Long hair. At parating long hair. Ayaw nyo ng bob cut yung mga multo. Long hair covering.
Wala nang pagupitan sa impyerno.
Hindi, malay mo, namatay na naka-bob cut.
Matagal na daw namatay eh. Humaba na yung buhok.
Bahala dyan eh. Long hair covering her face, wearing what looked like a dirty old style dress. I swear she wasn't there when I boarded. I kept glancing at her uneasy and I realized none of the other passengers were reacting. As we neared Cubao Station, I looked away for a few seconds, just checking my phone, and then I looked back. She wasn't there anymore. I even stood up a little to see if she had moved to another part of the train, but she was just gone. No one else seemed to react, like nothing had happened. I thought I was tired until I told a coworker.
Yung coworker niya na mutla.
Oo.
Yun na.
She heard the exact same story before. Same route, same woman, same sudden disappearance.
Yeah, I heard that also.
Oh.
Parang nasa ano yung libro na nasa National dati na
yung basta yung mga horror na yung
true,
madugo pa yung phone.
True ghost stories ba yun?
True Pinoy horror stories.
Yeah, something like that. Parang nandun yun eh. May ganyan na nga daw instance eh. Actually, kahit nga sa FB ngayon, mag-search ka ng mga Pinoy true horror stories. May mga magsha-share na halos the same. Kwento. Lalo na po yung sa eskwela, hindi mamatay-matay yung sa eskwela. For some reason.
Ba't sa banyo talaga? Hindi naman pwede magsabit ng lubid dun.
Ay, sa amin, hindi sa banyo, sa San Beda.
Saan?
Yung binaon yung ulo niya dun sa football field. Tapos yung yung ibang part ng katawan niya natagpuan dun sa likod ng isang santo. Para sa mga taga San Beda, sa Manila, hindi sa Alabang o sa Taytay. Para sa mga taga San Beda sa Manila, you know what I'm talking about.
Ask your local Beda na lang. Or buy premium, hintayin nyo na dito kami. Anyway, last kwento.
Okay.
From Miss Kwentong
Barbera.
My dad and his barkada were on a road trip to Antipolo back in the 90s.
Oh,
hello?
In your place.
Yes. Somewhere along the way, they picked up a girl standing on the roadside dressed in white.
Ano ba naman yan?
Ano ba yan? Nakakulay white na nga siya eh.
Hindi naman ang mga lalaking to.
Oo nga. Nililibog nyo. She didn't say much and just sat quietly in the back. At one point, one of them looked at the mirror and apaka-anticlimactic. She was gone. And she was gone. No one saw her get out. They all swore she had just been there quite the whole ride until she just wasn't. To this day, my dad doesn't like driving alone at night, especially on that road.
Saan kaya yan?
Sa Sumulong ba to?
Alam ko doon meron eh.
Oh.
Merong kwento doon eh sa Sumulong.
Pero sobrang busy na ng Sumulong na at this point to eh.
Dati siguro nung Paddy's Point lang yung nandun.
Oo.
Pero ngayon
wala
sobrang
pang
busy.
Cloud9.
Wala pang Cloud9. Pero lagi ko yung naririnig, usapan niya yun sa school namin eh. Sa Antipolo daw, may ganyan. Meron pa nga meron daw balloon sa Antipolo. Meron daw babae. Tapos nung lumabas yung The Ring.
Ano to The Ring?
Ay, nung lumabas yung The Ring, sounds familiar. Pero,
sure ka hindi nyo ninakaw yun sa Japan? Yung kwento na yun.
Ako ang number 1 urban legend na hindi ko makakalimutan, and I'm sure kayong lahat alam nyo rin yan, is yung ahas sa Robinsons.
Tama na yung iniisip ko. Sabi ko, sabihin na naman yung Robinsons.
Yung urban legend eh.
Oh.
Kahit nga may ari ng Robinson, natatawa dun eh.
Oh.
Para po sa mga hindi nakakaalam, Ano ba storya nun?
Paki-recount po.
Kapag dun daw sa Robinson's Galleria, kapag daw ay ikaw ay magandang babae at nagsukat ka ng damit sa fitting room, makikita ka ng taong ahas. So, yung pambaba niya,
Ahas.
Hindi, yung pambaba niya, tao. Yung pambaas niya, ahas. At kapag maganda ka, gusto ka niya, bubukas daw yung flooring nung fitting room. At diretso kang sasaluhin ng bunganga ng taong ahas. At yun daw ay kapatid na may-ari. Yung taong ahas na yun. Kaya kinikip nila yun kasi swerte daw yun para sa Robinsons. Ang nakakatawa lang dito sa kwento na yun, nung dumami na yung Robinsons, nagkaroon na sa Manila, nagkaroon na sa Cebu. Lahat nun, mall na yun, pare-pareho ang kwento. So ano yun, may sariling panel yung ahas sa buong Pilipinas.
Parang may malaking pipeline na pumunta lahat ng tao.
Kaya yun yung reason na, actually kahit kami, hindi rin kami masyado nagpupunta sa Robinsons until recent. Kasi nga, yun yung story niya na parang tumatak na sa isip ng mga tao. At kung nagtataka kayo kung bakit yung commercial ni Alice Dixon is merong reference sa taong ahas ng Robinson, is because siya yung number 1 na celebrity na nagawa ng storya na nakain daw di umano ng taong ahas sa Robinson. Totoo ba yun o hindi? Sabi nung iba, totoo daw.
Pero buhay pa si Alice Dixon so ay...
May nagsasabi nga, clone na lang daw. Di ba? Grabe yung urban legend.
Anyway, kaya dahil doon, if you have more questions, please feel free to report it to Robinsons Corporate.
Or if you have more urban legends that you want us to feature on a Halloween episode.
Na hindi po related sa crying lady, sa banyo, or sa Balete Drive, or sa biglang sa horny dad mo. Speaking of random girls at midnight, please feel free to share. Kasi namin nang paulit-ulit na puro babae na lang.
Ito na lang. Isa na lang. Bago kami magpaalam. Alam niyo ba yung urban legend ng Jollibee?
Alin doon?
Na dati, nagkaroon niya ng issue na yung Jollibee daw, huwag daw kakain ng hamburger. Dahil daw yung hamburger gawa daw sa uod. Research nyo yan.
Pero there's scientific evidence that proves na there's at least 30% of bug by a compound sa mga pagkain natin because of the manufacturing process. So, kumakain ka din ng bubong. So, shut up ka na lang ha. Kasi mga for dads, for moms to, nakakain din kayo ng balahibo. So, pag na kayo manadiri.
Sure naman yun.
Oo. It's not that far from kumakain ka ng uod. There's like 20-30%. Kaya, to end this episode, ako po si Archie.
Okay.
Nagpo na ako kasi sobrang, oh my gosh, stop.
OT. And I'm Stephen and we'll see you again next time.
Ingat.
Bye.